shit. I mean, listen, nothing happened. I mean, nothing fucking happened. People were asleep till Thursday. Some people woke up out of their coma on Friday, but all in all, it was a fucking great week. I mean, it started out with that Monday night game. I didn't even know what the fuck happened. I was watching an episode of Yellowstone. I've been watching Yellowstone for the last couple months. That's like the fucking Soprano rednecks. They don't fuck around up there, dog. And I was just watching it. I bet the game. I had a small bet on Cincinnati. I loved the under, you know, and it was funny because Rich Voss had called me, and he's like, I like the over. And, you know, I was kind of cheering for him. I bet the under. It was $25. It wasn't gonna make me or break me. But I figured I always watch the game from halftime on. I watch like the last quarter on Monday night. Me and my wife watch something else. Maybe my daughter comes down. We watch some other shit. And I'm looking at the score, and it's stuck on 7-3. And I'm like, fuck, poor Rich Voss. This under is coming in like a motherfucker. You know, because if you go on DraftKings right on the front page, just open it up to check the score, and it'll tell you 10-3. It's a Monday night game, whatever the fuck it was. And after a while, the episode ended, and I put on, I invited a buddy of mine over from Buffalo. He lives around the corner. I go, you want to come over and watch the game? And he texts me, and he's like, hey, it would have been weird for me to be over there right now with this shit happening. Can you believe what's happening? I didn't know what he was talking about. I'm like, okay, I'm watching Yellowstone. So when Yellowstone ended, I fucking put the game on when my wife went up, and I saw everybody kneeling around the guy and praying and what was going on. It was very sad. I'm happy they stopped the game. You know, it's rough when you see something like that. And then the fucking bullshit started. I mean, it was, people were fighting on TV shows over it, and, you know, the fucking COVID and about the vaccine. You know, people were going off about vaccine and the anti-vaxxers. He got hit hard in the chest, and it's, we're living in a crazy world, guys. Nothing could just happen anymore. Nobody could just slip on the fucking floor. Did you ever notice that? Nobody could slip. Nobody could just slip on a banana peel, get up, put a mercurochrome on their fucking knee, and go to fuck home. It's like he slipped because it was a conspiracy. You know, I mean, it was a fucking tremendous week last week. I mean, people going out against Dana White for smacking his wife. Fucking people were going off. You know, I even put, this is the funniest thing in the world. Listen, I got nothing against Dana. I love fucking Dana. Dana's been very good to me over the years. Whenever he sees me, he gives me a big hug and the whole thing. It's the last thing the UFC needed, you know, by Dana smacking somebody. And I don't know what happened. Neither do you. I don't know what happened. Neither do you. You know, his wife smacked him. It was like a fucking canned reaction and people going off. And a lot of people calling for more. More needs to be done about this, you know. And it's like, listen, man. It's done. It's time to move on. What could Dana do? Maybe raise awareness on it and help the UFC, like make the rules a little tougher. But there's to show people shit happens all the time. And shit happens all the time when you're drinking. That's why I'm very happy that my wife and I don't drink together. I've had one girlfriend that I used to party with, and it never worked. It never worked for me. It really was a nightmare. That was one of the worst relationships. She's a great lady. I still talk to her. I love her to death. But it was one of the worst relationships I was ever involved in because she drank heavily. I snorted. And when she drank, she did coke. And when I snorted, I drank. So now here we are, stuck in a room yelling at each other, you know. And this is why I don't like alcohol, guys, when it comes to all that shit. And listen, man, Dana made a mistake. He owned up to it, which is more than half these fucking people walking around and doing. We don't know what happened. We weren't there. You know, it's like I tell you people, you can't go anywhere no more because what a coincidence that somebody had a camera on him.
Didn't his wife put out a statement too?
Yeah, his wife put out a statement and the whole thing, and that helps, but the damage has been done. It's a video. Listen, man, I respect Dana for fucking, you know, stepping up the way he did. Most men would have ran away with it. Most people would have ran away from it. I'm sorry. Dana stepped up. He said the truth is what happened and it won't happen again. And now, but like you have these agitators that are like, you know, get rid of him, fire him, do this, do that. You know, in today's world, we've forgotten that we're human anymore. This woke culture has us that we're not human. We're not allowed to make mistakes no more. What used to be a little fucking mistake, like just a little mistake, like a DUI. Listen, it happens. I'm not the king of, you know how I feel about these fucking things, but even a DUI happens. You don't know what happened. You had one too many gins. You didn't fucking weigh yourself. You didn't know it was going to stay in your system, and it happens. Now you have to think about why it happened and manning up to it. You know, it's the people who go, well, I didn't even drink. I haven't had a drink in 12 hours. Well, you reek like a fucking gin mill. So what the fuck are we talking about here? You know, we're living in a world today that it's nobody's fault. And even if it is their fault, they don't want to fucking come up and go, this is what happened, and this is why it fucking happened. And most importantly, that it won't happen again. That's the most important thing. Liquid IV never killed nobody, cocksuckers. A little fruit punch flavor, one package, and the fucking thing, zoom. I'm ready to go. I'm filled with sodium. My cells get to eat. I don't give a fuck anymore, guys. But yeah, this shit's got to stop where now we have snitches. Like, hey, man, we have to prosecute him. If it was a black man, listen, it's all how you react to things. And for Dana White, you know what? I made a joke on Monday or on Tuesday. I was like, I'm coming up smacking bitches like Dana White or smacking people. I didn't say bitch. I didn't say a woman. I didn't say anything. Again, guys, it's a joke. It's a joke. And a couple people hit me up on the side. That's pretty douchey. This would never happen 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I used to always make little jokes like that, and people would go hilarious, whatever. We all knew it was a fucking joke. Now it's like, Joey, what the fuck? You're insulting. I didn't insult anybody, but the good thing out of it, I woke up Wednesday, and Elon Musk was following me on Twitter, so I must have said something fucking right, you know? So, guys, it's, just cop to your shit anymore. Who gives a fuck? They can't fucking judge you. But this woke culture, everything is a fucking mistake now. You say something wrong on whatever, it's a mistake. And it's not just a mistake like it used to be. It's like the end of the fucking world. I had to stop reading like Yahoo page. Yahoo is the fucking white people drive me crazy page.